You know, I would probably, announce and celebrate the fact that I'm still brother versus brother heavyweight champion because No Mercy ended in a tie again between me and Kyrie, and neither one of us had to take the hot sauce challenge, so we're gonna probably wait till Hell in a Cell to do that. But I'm not going to. This pay per view, No Mercy wasn't bad, but it had some questionable moments that don't think I can call it a good pay per view either. It's definitely not as good as Backlash, but it wasn't terrible. As usual, I'm gonna go through every match and say what I thought about it. First up was AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now before let me just address the elephant in the room on the fact that the WWE title opened the WWE Championship match opened the show. A lot of people were talking on Twitter, why would they do this? Isn't it stupid? Kyrie even called me on the phone. Well, I told him that it was open. He said, why? You gotta remember the presidential debate was on tonight. And I wasn't watching this one. I already sat through one presidential debate, and I'll miss Raw for it, but I'm not missing the pay per view. So knowing that the debate came on at 9, they wanted to get the biggest match out of the way first, and I'm fine with that. Anyway, what did I think about the match? I thought the match lived up to the hype. It was as good as I thought it was going to be between my three favorite people on SmackDown. All three men looked good, and AJ retained the title as expected. And not only did he retain it, but he pinned John to do it. Of course, it wasn't that simple. There was a lot of highlights in this match. John hit a double German suplex on AJ and Dean. AJ hit a top rope Frankenstein on Dean. Um, AJ suplexing John on the ring apron. One moment I really liked was when John had AJ locked in the STF, and AJ was about to tap. Dean grabbed his hand, and the look on John Cena's face was just like, you mother. That's how much. And then of course the crowd, thank you, Ambrose. Even though it seemed like John got a louder reaction than Dean at times, but that's beyond the point. Um, Now my stream messed up at one toward the end of the match. Before I get to that, AJ had John locked in the calf crusher, and Dean broke it up. And AJ tried to put Dean in the calf crusher, but Dean reversed into a calf crusher of his own. And John put AJ in the STF as well, and AJ was tapping. Of course, Mike Chioda didn't know who to reward the match to, so of course they restarted it. Which a lot of people might say, doesn't that make AJ like a weak champion because he tapped out? You can debate that, but I don't think it does. It helps make all three men look. It helps make John and Dean look strong as well because they actually made the champ tap out. But a lot of people say that's a smart strategy by the heel champion. He knew he wasn't going to lose the title due to a draw, and at worst it was going to be a draw, and at best the match was going to restart, and the match restarted. Now my stream, and I don't know if this is just for me, but No Mercy stream on the network was messing up a lot. Like glitching up, repeating, pausing. So I had to leave out of the match for a second. As I came back, Dean was on top of the ropes, and after he had I think thrown AJ over the announce table or into the steps, and John hit the AA on Dean. AJ came in with a steel chair, hit John in the gut, and him in the back, and pinned him for the 1-2-3. It's weird seeing John get pinned from a steel chair shot to the gut and to the back, but because steel chair shot the back to the head, I mean, it doesn't make AJ like a cowardly heel for taking that way out. But you know what? He's, like I said before at Backlash, he's a heel. I'm fine with a heel cheat. Well, not even cheating because he's a because it's triple threat no disqualification. I'm fine with a heel winning that way. Um, I like how all three announcers, John, Morrow, and David, playing up the significance of John winning the title, even though I knew he wasn't. And John's the one that took the pinfall. That means in 1 year, AJ Styles has pinned John Cena 3 times. And, of course, the next time John Cena wins a pay-per-view match, they're going to complain about, oh, my God, Cena always wins. Despite him besides him putting over AJ Styles, cleanly at SummerSlam, and Dean Ambrose cleanly on SmackDown, and then being the one that got pinned tonight in Triple Threat. I thought Dean was going to take the JOB. But I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know what this is going to lead for AJ on SmackDown Tuesday because I heard Dean taking time off and John's taking time off, so I don't know. I had to give that match A-. That was a really good match, really solid. Um, Next up was Nikki Bella versus Carmella. And, right at the gates, I thought, how is anyone going to top that triple threat match opening the show? Of course, one match did, and it's pretty obvious what match it was, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But next up was Nikki and Carmella. And honestly, this match was not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. I thought there was a few awkward spots that hurt. An overall strong performance by Carmella, and she handled the emotion and energy of the match very well. But Lynch being her first one-on-one pay-per-view match, but her and Nikki seemed off rhythm at times. Her and Nikki seemed off rhythm at points. Nikki got the win with the TKO, I believe. Once again, this is when my string started messing up, so I missed the end of the match. Nikki won the TKO, I believe, and I think that's the right call because this can anger Carmella, and she's still raw, but this can help turn up the volume on a few, and this could lead to another match at, I believe, the next SmackDown pay-per-view is TLC, but yeah, I think that's what I think. Overall, it was all right. Carmella worked on Nikki's neck a lot, which, of course, had me a little shook because, coming off like serious neck surgery, I don't really want to see Nikki having someone work on her neck like that. Granted, nothing bad really happened. It was surprised. Carmella got in a lot of more offense than I thought. She locked on her neck scissors twice. The second time, I really thought she might have took it because she worked on her neck so long, and Nikki with surgically repaired neck. First time Nikki actually used a lot her strength and did the Alabama Slam. And here's the question: is Alabama Slam or Alabama Slammer? Whatever. I'm calling it Alabama Slam. If it's the other way around, just correct me in the comments below. Second time Nikki got to the ropes, Nikki hit the Mela Buster on Carmella. Carmella kicked out, but Nikki won with the TKO, I believe. And that match was all right. Nothing special. I gave it a C+. Next up was Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. I was trying to get into this match. I really was. And it wasn't bad. Once again, another match that was not bad. But other than me and Kyrie differing on this match, I honestly did not care that much about it. Really, I think it was funny when the fans chanted about he's got kids. That was funny. And then I don't know if it was Jimmy or Jay Uso. I can't tell the Usos apart. One of them said, "I got kids too." That actually made me laugh. The Usos worked on Heath's leg a lot, and at one point I thought they might have taken it, but it's in every match. That's a point where the match is it's likely gonna end. And I thought this one of Slater's better in ring performances. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible. Honestly, the ending came when Rhino speared one of the Usos on the outside of the ring, and the other Uso had Heath and a Boston Crab working on his leg. Rhino then knocked the Uso off Heath. Heath got the tag. Rhino hit the gore, and they won and got the 3 count. Once again, not a special match, anything like that, but definitely not terrible. I think, and I'm one of those people who does believe that, Slater's run has been one of the funnest parts of SmackDown since the brand split, and this win does help him keep the spotlight, which I guess makes sense. But if you want to do the Uso, like I said in the prediction video, if you want to do the Uso versus American Alpha right, you might need the titles. But this makes me wonder what's next. Overall, I gave that match also a C+. Next up was Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. This match was much better than I thought it was going to be. Once again, not great. I don't like when a pay-per-view runs the average route. I really don't. But this match was not bad. This match left the ring quickly, and it was hard hitting. This match was a back and forth affair. Both men really hitting each other. Baron, and it's funny. This is the third consecutive match where a heel worked on a body part of the face. First, Carmella worked on Nikki's neck. Then the Usos worked on Slater's leg. And in this match, Baron Corbin worked on Jack's hand. And it worked in Baron's favor because it took Jack. It was hard for Jack to lock in the ankle lock because with one hand, Baron hit a deep 6, which was when Jack was running, which is a pretty cool spot. Baron was in a ankle lock for a while, and I thought he might have tapped out, but he got his hand on the apron, and that caused a break. The referee went to fix the apron. Baron rake Jack's eyes and hit him with the end of days. Hard hitting match, nothing good, nothing special. Not bad. Once again, I can give that. I'm more than confident giving that match a C plus. And I'm starting to recognize a pattern. Nothing, and a part of this is my own personal feelings because I wasn't paying attention a lot. But what I really thought was okay. And as long as nothing is terrible, I'm fine with it. I'd rather something be more than above average, but anything better than bad is a plus in my opinion. Next up is the match of the night: The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph's career versus Miz on the line for the Intercontinental title. Where do I even begin with this good match? First off, both men once again looked great. Miz worked on Dolph's leg a lot to set up for this figure four. Dolph started up right out the gate, clothesline with a super kick. Miz, of course, mocked Daniel Bryan 3 times. One time when he was about to drive, he put his feet on Dolph's legs and was about to drive his knees into the mat, and he did the yes. And then later on in the match, he did the drop kicks to the corner that Dan usually does. Then he did the yes kicks, and some of the crowd were chanting yes, and others were chanting no. Dolph fought back. Miz then eventually locked in the figure four, and Dolph was in it for a while. And the look on Dolph's face when he's in it, once again, Dolph, his facial expression in these matches, they tell great stories. And this match told a great story. And Dolph and Miz pulled Dolph back, and Dolph got to the ropes, which was good. They fought some more. Dolph reversed a powerbomb where he got bounced on the rope twice. One time hit it in. Both of them he rolled Miz up. Now we get to the shocking moments of this match. First off, Dolph hit the zigzag and Miz got the shoulder up. Later on, Maurice pulled out the spray again, whatever that is, mace, conditioner, hairspray, whatever. Sprayed it in Dolph's face. Miz hit the skullcrusher finale. Dolph got his foot on the rope. Then Miz tried to go for the figure four again, and Dolph's boot came off. And is it kind of ironic that Eddie Guerrero's birthday is today, and they kind of did a spot that he made famous. Once again, rest in peace, Eddie. You one of the greatest. And then Dolph hit the super kick with his boot off, which makes me wonder, would that leave the same impact without the boot? Then Miz got Mikey and Kenny from the Spirit Squad from Tuesday to come down, and anyone knows me, I absolutely hate the Spirit Squad. And they distracted the ref when Dolph had Miz beat. Then Miz hit the crusher finale in the middle of the ring. I honestly thought it was over right there. 1, 2, Dolph got the shoulder up. That literally made me jump out of my seat because I was not expecting it. Dolph fought up the Spirit Squad and then the referee threw the Spirit Squad and Maurice out of the ring, out from ringside. Then Dolph hit one more super kick when Miz had his back turned, and 1, 2, 3, Dolph Ziggler is once again Intercontinental Champ for the 5th time. It's matches like this that remind me why we watch wrestling. This is what the Intercontinental title should be all about: technical wrestling, great storytelling. And maybe it's just me, and it's not just me because I was looking all over Twitter. This should have been the main event of the pay-per-view. With the triple threat opening, this should have ended it. It would have ended on such a high note, a great match, and a crowd pleaser that sends the crowd home happy. Nothing about this match can I say I didn't like. From, the story it told, the in-ring action, the drama. And while Cena, Ambrose, and Styles engaged in a large part because of the pace and moves, this match was built more around the storytelling. And I'll be honest, I like this more than a triple threat. And that's saying something because John, AJ, and Dean, like I said before, are my 3 favorite people on SmackDown, but this match just surpassed it. I didn't think and now WWE has got to take advantage of Ziggler's momentum. This retirement angle has gave him some of the best and made him more compelling he's been in a long time. I actually think Dolph was more believable and compelling in this storyline than he was chasing Dean for the WWE Championship. Since I like this match more than the triple threat, I gave the triple threat an A minus. I'm giving this match an A. I thought this match was great. Now, Lee, up to this point, nothing about the pay per view I thought was downright bad. Sure, I gave a lot of matches C pluses, but I didn't think it was downright terrible. Nothing was terrible. That led us to the next segment. Now I already knew this yesterday that Becky was likely not going to compete tonight because she got pulled from the card. And Daniel and Shane let Alexa know about that on the pre-show. They told Alexa she would get her shot in the November 8th episode of SmackDown. That was kind of a disappointment for me because this Alexa and Becky was a match I was really looking forward to behind the other two title matches. And knowing it wasn't going to take place, it left a bitter taste in my mouth. And by the way, Becky, I pray for your speedy recovery. Hope you get well soon. So Alexa came out to the ring, blissed off, and they said she had a mystery opponent, and that turned out to be Naomi. So I'm thinking, okay, this can be a decent match. And Alexa can look good in beating Naomi. Nope, Naomi beat Bliss with a roll up. Why? Alexa didn't look bad up until getting pinned. Her losing made absolutely no sense. Basically, I understand that we had to improvise, but they came up short. This only hurt Alexa's momentum. And, Alexa, I like how she's actually really good on the mic and really good on the ring. She said before the match, Becky was afraid to lose her SmackDown Women's Championship to me. She's not injured, she just didn't want to come. And there was the crowd chanting, "We want Becky," and so did I. But like I said before, I understand she's injured. You can't do nothing about that. Giving Naomi this match I'm fine with that. But inserting her into the title picture makes no sense. She hasn't really done much in months, and I think you might as well just give them 5 good minutes, 7 minutes maybe, and have Alexa go over. Either have Alexa go over or just have her come out, cut a promo, and leave. That would have done more than this match. I gotta give this match a D because nothing was good about it. And Alexa, she started off looking confident and cocky, but other than that, nope. Main event time. Well, main event time. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. This was not the main event. It's just the match to go on last. The opening match was the main event. Heck, Ziggler and Miz felt more like a main event than this. Before this, Randy was in a bathroom looking in a mirror, and his face got as mixed up. It looked stupid, and I said it all night that WWE, I can't take Bray Wyatt seriously, and I'm not even scared of him. He doesn't make me terrified because he's the eater of pinfalls, and while he won tonight, and he did win tonight, but let me just say this match was boring. No disrespect to either competitor because I like their work, but this match was slow and boring, and the announcers at times seemed quiet. The crowd didn't know how to respond at times. They had some good chants, and you never got a "this is awful" or boring chant or "this match such was good." But I can't remember. I can only remember a few things about it. One, Bray tried to go for a senton off the middle rope. Bray laying Randy Orton on the steel steps on the outside and going for a senton, and Randy moved. Randy hitting the RKO. The DDT from the middle rope. It was about to set up for the RKO, and that's when the lights cut out. And when it came back on, Luke Harper was in the ring. I'm happy about that. I like Luke Harper. He's a great wrestler, not bad on the mic, and he didn't touch Randy, just distracted him. And Bray hit Sister Abigail for the 1-2-3. The ending was the only good thing about this match because Bray got a win. I'm not even going to complain about how it made him look because at this point, Bray getting a win is good enough for me. This match was slow and less electric, and it didn't have the electricity that the other two matches did, the two big matches of the night. It didn't live up to being the last match on the show, and it never clicked. They never really clicked with each other. I don't hate the ending wasn't completely underwhelming. I know a lot of people thought Sister Abigail might come out, but considering the fact that Bray said she's dead, I'm not expecting that. I really wish WWE hadn't redone the exact same finish from Reigns versus Wyatt at Battleground last year, But at least Luke Harper's back and Bray won, and that helped me retain the brother heavyweight championship. But I was never on the edge of my seat for this match. I never felt the suspense like I did the WWE Championship and the Intercontinental Championship match. But Luke Harper coming back was enough to get this match a C minus. Bray winning and Luke coming back was saved it from getting a D. So let's look over the card once again. I gave the triple threat match an A minus. I gave Nikki and Carmella a C plus. I gave Corbin and Swagger a C plus. The tag team title match a C plus. Miz and Ziggler an A. Bliss and Naomi a D. And Orton and Wyatt I gave a C minus. Overall, with 3 C pluses, an A minus, and an A, a D, and a C minus. That all rounds up to a C plus. No. I think I gotta give it a B minus because 2 A's and 3 C pluses, despite 2 mediocre grades, I think is enough to bring this up to a B minus. Not as good as Backlash, but still a solid pay-per-view overall. SmackDown, I'm waiting to see how Hell in a Cell will be at the end of the month to compare them, because Backlash better than Clash of Champions. But SmackDown, I thought was on a roll, and they kind of hit. They didn't completely keep the momentum. It was a good pay-per-view, but not as great as it could have been. And I think simple things would have fixed it, like having if you had put the Intercontinental title match on last, Bliss and Naomi not being there, and you got a pretty good show right there. Even Wyatt and Orton would not have brought it down. But I think it's a B minus show. Until the next time you see me, will be a special top 5 video or the Hell in a Cell petition video with Kyrie. I'm Kyrie Chase, and I will see you guys next time.